So, Rob, you were at the match. You said it was extraordinary atmosphere and it did have a real sense of occasion. What are we saying about this Irish performance?
Yeah, it was my first game away as a fan, believe it or not, and it was brilliant. I've never heard Twickenham so loud. The fans got massively behind it. It almost, the red card galvanised the players, but it galvanised 80,000 supporters there too. I think you have to give England a huge amount of credit. They played very well. They put Ireland under a lot of pressure. You know, Ireland were sloppy at times and they'll be disappointed with a lot of areas of the game. But they hung in well and they got the bonus point. The scrum was the big issue and it just gave England so much access. Anytime they were trying to build something, it was like, here's the ball back, go and build something again. So, you know, they won't be delighted, but I don't think it's as bad maybe as has been spoken about today.
Where are you in it, Jenny?
I think when you're playing against 14 men with pretty much 80 minutes on the clock, oftentimes it can be, you can fall into that frantic, well, we definitely have to score, we should be winning, we should be ahead, and it becomes a little bit rushed and there's maybe a little bit of unforced or forcing an offload or forcing something to happen when it mightn't necessarily be on, and sticking to the process and what you're about. So, but again, like, Twickenham is a tough place to go and it's a tough place to get a victory, and the fact that they're doing it with a bonus point, like, yeah, it wasn't the prettiest of performances, but to be in with a chance of still getting silverware, be it Triple Crown or otherwise, it's not the worst place to be.
Were you frustrated watching it from an Irish point of view for a lot of that game as we headed towards 60 minutes, 15-all? What's going on here?
Well, I think it was a great test match. And like Robbie said, England were dogged and hard. Their tactics were awful tactics, as in, it's pretty boring rugby, but they implemented it with such passion and determination, and it upset Ireland. And I just don't get what people are saying. Like, do you think you're going to go there in England, oh, we've lost a man, with the white flag's going to come up? England are fighters. They've always fought. What does everyone expect them to do? The fact that Ireland could overcome that, not playing as well as we've just said here, but still getting the tries and the bonus point and believing in the system. They didn't just pick and go. They kept to their system and their system came through by 30 points. Like, I think you've got to put all those things into perspective. It was a brilliant game to watch. Was I nervous? Absolutely I was nervous at that point, 15-all in the second half. I thought, oh, here we go. Yeah. For all the reasons Jenny said, that psychology was definitely in. The underdog with 14 and we should be winning, we got 15, that was there. But then they got the composure they didn't show in Paris, and they came back and scored 2 belters at the end.